So I recently stumbled upon GitHub's new features, and some of them are really mind-blowing. Like automated workflows, that's a game changer.
Wait, automated workflows. How does that even work? I mean, does it really save time or are we just shifting the effort somewhere else?
Exactly, it's like setting up a machinery that runs while you focus on more creative tasks. But does that mean we're losing the hands-on experience?
That's a great point. It's like using a smartphone for everything. You gain convenience, but maybe you lose some fundamental skills along the way.
Right, and then there's something in GitHub related to managing code changes. They describe it as a code review feature. It sounds so useful.
Totally, but I wonder, does it make feedback feel more mechanical? Like, are we really getting better or just checking boxes?
You know, that's something to consider. It does feel like we might lose that personal touch, right? But isn't that also the trade-off for efficiency?
Definitely. But what about the potential drawbacks of all this reliance on AI? Like, what happens when it fails? It could be catastrophic.
True, think about it. It's like when your GPS leads you into a lake because it miscalculated. With code, the stakes are even higher.
Exactly. And speaking of surprises, GitHub also introduced something called code spaces for instant developer environments. Isn't that wild?
Super wild, instant setup sounds incredible, but I wonder if that means we lose the nuances of configuring things manually. Is instant really better?
Good point. There's a certain satisfaction in crafting your own environment. Plus, those nuances can help troubleshoot issues later on.
Right, it's almost like learning to ride a bike versus getting on an electric scooter. Both get you there, but the journey feels different.
And don't forget about community engagement. GitHub has features for developers to support each other, but does that really foster real connections?
That's a thought. It's easier to connect, but is that depth of connection diminished? Like, are we liking and moving on?
Exactly. It's all about how we manage these interactions. I feel like it could either build community or create silos.
Absolutely. Now, something that really caught my eye was GitHub's security features. They claim to help find and fix vulnerabilities seamlessly.
That sounds fantastic, but isn't there a risk in over-relying on these features? Like, if they flag something, do we check it ourselves?
Yes, it's like letting a fire alarm do all the work for you. What if it malfunctions and you're blissfully unaware of a real fire?
Right? So I guess these tools can help us, but we need to maintain critical thinking. It can't be a blind trust scenario.
That's such a good takeaway. We must balance technology's benefits with our ability to think independently. It's about partnership.
Exactly. The cool part is figuring out how to leverage these tools while still ensuring we aren't losing sight of the bigger picture.
And that leads me to wonder, will future developers even think critically about code? Or will they become overly reliant on AI?
That's an intriguing question. If we don't cultivate those critical skills, we might end up with a generation that knows the tools but not the why.
Well, I never thought about it that way. It circles back to the importance of education and training in this tech landscape.
Totally. There needs to be a balance between embracing new tech and grounding ourselves in fundamental skills.
So it sounds like our relationship with these GitHub features is a mixed bag. We need the tools, but also the wisdom to use them correctly.
Exactly. It's like a dance. We have to learn the steps but be ready to improvise when things change.
Love that analogy. And reflecting on all this, what do you think is the biggest takeaway for developers today?
I'd say it's the understanding that tech should enhance our skills, not replace them. That's vital for growth.
Right, we're like the captains of our ships, navigating the sea of technology. So what's our next adventure?
How about diving deeper into the ethics of AI in coding? There's so much to unpack there. What do you think?
That's brilliant. It connects perfectly to everything we've discussed. Lots of food for thought there.
Absolutely. And it makes me curious about the implications for all professions, not just tech.
So let's revisit this idea. It could lead to fascinating discussions about tech's role in our lives. I'm excited.
Me too. I feel like we're just scratching the surface. There's so much more to explore and question.
Exactly. It's like opening a door to a whole new world of possibilities that deserve our attention.
And reflecting on today's chat, it's clear we shouldn't take these advancements at face value.
Definitely, it's all about learning, adapting, and keeping that critical perspective as we move forward. What a journey.
Indeed, I can't wait to delve into the ethics of AI next time. Let's keep asking those tough questions.
Absolutely. Until then, let's keep our eyes open to these developments and stay curious.